innovative content, global audience.
Honesty about money is essential for trust in marriage. Couples can manage their money with separate accounts, a joint account, or some contribution from two different spouses. Separate accounts can help avoid arguments. This some people believe, but others believe that taking more planning and a building together is just the goal when we talk about love. Now, as couple, as husbands and wife, as boyfriend and girlfriend, how do you manage your accounts? How do you manage your money? How do you manage your finances? This is our topic this morning. This is romance and relationship. My name is Princess KESSY. As usual, I have with me on the shoot.
MARYVAL easy.
Hi,
Good morning.
doing?
I'm fine. You look good.
Thank you. You too. I love your red lipstick.
Thank you.
It's popping. Something you should use for a date.
Really? Thank you.
How have you been?
Thank God. Fine.
Yes, so today, viewers, our topic is money and finances in marriage and relationship. You know, like that saying that money is the root of all evil. But when it comes to relationship, sometimes we tend to say this. Now, I've been to a wedding. I was there live where because of the money they got, there was a little bit of a part or so misunderstanding. And before you know, people that just got married, they started throwing words, throwing shade at each other. And this is how far money can go to destroy people, to destroy relationship. And that is why we brought you this topic today. You can always be part of the show. Call us on 0803-816-4179. And before we go, I'm going to have a guest later on today. She's a married woman. She's an accountant as well. She's going to be telling us how to manage your money. Wow. Is it right now for couples to have a joint account, a separate account, or to just have their separate account
and still have a joint account?
Be part of the show. But Mary, let me throw this to you now.
Okay.
I know you're not married.
Of course.
Certainly you're in a relationship, or you've been in a relationship, or you're intended to be in a relationship, somewhere in between.
Okay.
Now, would you want to have a joint account with your man? Would you want a separate account, or how do you intend to manage your finances?
Depends on the kind of man.
Okay.
So, if, for example, you see that this kind of person does not know how to control the way he spends his money, why open a joint account? At the end of the day, you just see you squander your money, and whatever you work for is just like a waste. So if you see that this person, okay, like I said, if the man knows how to spend, you understand, and actually uses his money for something important or something that is worth using the money for. But despite if I know if the person is good and knows how to use money, I feel like it is still good I have my separate account and you also have your separate account. Not like we just having a joint account.
Okay, we should have a separate account, yes, then have a joint account.
Yes, if you insist for a joint account, fine, we'll have a joint account, but me, I'll have my separate accounts.
So for instance, he insists on a joint account, or at some point, okay, we have a separate account, but we still have a joint account. How do you intend to pay? What would you say? 50-50, 50-60, 60-40, 80-20? How do you intend to pay? What do you have in mind?
For peace, I don't want to put money more than you. If you put 10K, I put 10K. If you put 20, I put 20.
Really?
Yes, but
that is what I talk about. We get power, I get power.
But for me to now put 20 and you put 5, I will leave it till you won't complete 20. Then if I put again.
Okay, no, you know, when you know this thing that you see money, money is very powerful, and that is why I picked on this topic today. When we talk about money is something that people tend to, we are all this thriving, we do every day, hustle and bustle is to make the money.
Yes.
But now when you talk about marriage, this money you see can be very sensitive. Because if we're not properly managed, can break a home. Now, a lot of divorces we see today, a lot of issues we see in marriages today could be attributed also to money issues, lack of money, men that are not giving their wives no access to their monies, and maybe they are spending outside, or maybe I've seen a situation where couples. This was in my church. It came to the priest, a couple that they had a joint account, and before you know, something just the man started buying things. The man actually the man squandered the whole money.
Yes,
but sometimes so women tend to squander as well, not just the men. So it's vice versa. The issue here is that a lot of people now, report shows that a lot of people have argued that some people try to persuade their partner, let's have a joint account, let's have this. And men, another thing that why women are scared the report says why women are scared is because, when you in this part of the world we live in, when you're married as a woman, you tend to be under your husband, you tend to be with one man.
Yeah,
men have access, they can marry as many wives as they choose to have.
Sure.
The society, the tradition here do permit that. And then at the end of the day, you see that they'll carry your money, your joint money, and go and marry another woman or spend on another woman. So a lot of school of thought believe that when it comes to marriage and money, or relationship and money, people should have their separate account. In marriage, it is common for one partner to handle budgeting and billing, paying, and another to handle the investment, or for one partner to do all the financial tasks. Now, sometimes too, I feel like these are some of the questions we're going to be asking our guests. At what point should people discuss about money management? Is it after your wedding, before your wedding, or in that marriage?
It should be before.
These are the things you need to put in place. You should have these are the goals we talk about. This should be one of your major goals. If you don't have this goal and you just go into marriage, it becomes the problem. And now when we talk about money management in marriage, a lot of people just feel like, okay, it's a man's job. Me also, I don't believe
that is a man's job. Yeah, it's a tool or something.
In as much as a woman is working, the man is working. She should also
assist.
They should have. But rather, if you ask me, Mary, will I want to have a joint account? I would say no, I don't want a joint account. What I want is, okay, this is a house we'll have. These are the bills. You take care of this. I take care of this. And everybody is at peace.
Okay, in the situation where the man insists that he wants a joint account, for peace to reign, that is why I say, even if you have
it, open the joint account, yes, we're going to do maybe 70-30.
Okay, you don't want the same. It shouldn't be the same. Okay.
He is the man. This is Africa, and they say the men are the head. So you have to prove that you are the head.
Okay.
Yes, I can't raise shoulder with you. That means I'm already raising shoulder with the man. And men don't like that. They want to take charge. They want to be in charge. This is the society we find ourselves. So you live according to this rule. And for that reason, if you're insisting on a joint account, I personally am going to make sure that I open the joint account with you while still maintaining my own private account. Things are happening. We've seen this over time, that people tend to be in love, they do things together, and something just happened. You see the man is somewhere with another woman, the woman is somewhere with another man, or something happens to the man, we don't pray that, and then you see that a lot of issues unfolding. And for this reason, people tend to
one thing is, you see, money can even change people. You see somebody that is respecting him or herself.
The Bible said that money is the root of
it changes people.
Not like the money is bad, but it because of the, sometimes people just allow the money to control them instead of them to control the money. And when we talk about money, is very important. Don't get us wrong. Money, it's important to be aligned with your partner about what you will be spending the money or saving for. And this is the goal we talk about. So if you're in a relationship, you should know that when it comes to our finances, this is how we're spending, this is how we're saving, how much we're saving. Already you know your budget, you know your income for the month. This is how much you're saving, this is how much you're spending, and this is how much we're expected to have on our own, your pocket, maybe your own money here and there. Of course, when you're also earning very high, it's great, but it's more important on how you balance your spending and your savings. Now, this is why we're here today. People don't tend to know that, okay, I earn this, I'll save this. People sometimes in a society, when we live in a social media world, fake life, people tend to impress.
And you do more than yourself, more than even your salary.
And sometimes I know somebody, this is a person that is very close to me, that when he goes out to maybe where they are hanging out, is a married man. When he goes out and he sees somebody else buying, maybe their table is filled with champagne and all that, we say, look at that person showing himself. Okay, let me buy it too, so that we know that. Meanwhile, this person do not even know him. And then we've been trying, the wife called me, we've been trying to get him out of that. And you see, and these two people I tell you about, they have a joint account. So it got to a point where the lady said, I'm no longer interested in the joint account. You can't be using my money to impress the public. And I suffer on the rain, on the sun. So see, these are some of the issues. It is very important for people to know how to balance their spending and their savings, because it is the savings that usually bring issue between the husband and the wife. And that is why you see that men hide money, women hide money from each other. There is nowhere now in the Bible that stipulated that women should hand over all their earnings to their husbands.
Even though the Bible says be submissive, it doesn't mean that you should not carry all your spending.
Yes.
No.
Yes. But as it stands, people say the Bible also said that and two shall become one.
Yes.
And because you are now one, you should do things together. Like the show we had last week, a lot of the guests that came around said they are one. They shouldn't keep secrets from each other.
Yes.
If you cannot keep secrets from each other, why do you keep your money apart?
But we have our different characters. When your spouse's attitude towards money is not making any sense and is not helpful, because in marriage it's not just the both of you. You pretend to have kids to take care of, and this person, the way this person is spending, might not actually help in the future, or maybe you people have debts to pay and all that, and this person is actually squandering the money. What will you do? So you have to play smart and do the needful.
Yes. So sometimes when we talk about how should finances be handled in marriage, just before we bring in our guest, I'm going to give you some tips now. How finances or money should be handled in either marriage or in relationship. Anyway, I'm not even looking at marriage, because as I am now, I don't think I want to give my money to any man. What happens? And there's this thing that is peculiar with Nigerian men. I don't know, I might be wrong, viewers, but sometimes you tend to see men giving their money. If you as a woman, if you start giving your money to, I'm not saying you shouldn't help once in a while, but like giving him money as men do give to women. Now it's
that spirit of entitlement comes in. It looks like
that's one.
It looks like you must
money and give to another woman.
Like you must do it for me. That is just the problem.
He will take that money as he's collecting, is sending to another woman that he will not be in love with.
But that's the truth.
Because they feel like maybe you want to buy them over. If they feel like it's their job, you're trying to intimidate them, you're trying to play the role of a man, and these are the things men do not like. So don't do that. Allow them to carry that body. It is, after all, they say it's a man's world, and of course the man is the head. Now these are some of the financial tips we should be looking at when you're in marriage and how to handle your money. One I have here: schedule monthly money check-in. You must know every money that comes into your account. You must have accounts.
You know that there are some men that will never tell you their salary.
And that is because that means there's already
strongly believe that is wrong. Why will this man ask me how much I earn? He wants to control me.
That's because there's already lapses in the marriage, no trust and secrets. And that is what we also discussed last week. So couples must learn how to checkmate how much is coming into the account, where did this money come from, and what's the source of the money. That is one. Two, budget together as couple. Don't just buy things. For instance, the man feel like, okay, this AC is not working well, or I need a standing AC. You just go and buy without telling your partner. No, you people are supposed to budget as couple. What do we do with this money this month? What are the things we need? Make a scale of preference, not just buying things that are not important. So you do a scale of preference. You do things that even you, when you buy, you will be happy with yourself. And three, establish individual checking accounts. So you don't say because I have my you don't say because okay, I have the joint account with my husband, I'm in love with my husband, I don't think my husband can do me anything bad, and the next thing you just wake up and say, okay, no problem, anyhow the money goes. No, you should personally you should check, how come this money enter, where is this money from, and how did this money
is it being spent? It's very, very important to get to know about it.
Yes,
very
because couples some people just say, the love, they say too that love is blind. So most of the time people just they're in darkness in the name of love is blind, and at the end of the day they become worried when things start to go wrong. When we talk about how to manage your finances, also as a couple, you must know when you must agree. That is another tip. Agree on what to do with that money. Agree. Be honest about it. A lot of people are not honest when it comes to money. I've seen this in marriages over, like, I can't even count
every time.
Yes, so please know how to manage your money, whether or not you have a separate account or joint account on you individually, but that particular family account, that is what we're involved in. A lot of people tend to tell you, okay, I've put my own for the month, anyhow the money goes, it's not my business. No, you must give account of how the money comes in and how the money is going out. Now, I'll be giving you more tips when I return, but like I did promise, I'll come in with a guest, and she's already on standby. She's a married woman, she's an accountant, and that is why I brought her on the show. Of course, she's going to be telling us how to manage your finances, what to do as couple. Is it joint account? Is it our account or my account?
Or my accounts.
Yes. Or is it our marriage, but my account, or our account and my marriage?
Yeah.
Now she's going to tell us the do's and the don'ts when it comes to money management in marriages. Now don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance.
Okay, my people, it cannot be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back from that quick break. Like I did promise, I'll come with a guest this morning. I have my guest with us via call. She's Mrs. Chinwe
Ezuma. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, an accountant as well. So she's here to tell us, she's going to be telling us money and marriages, finances and relationship, how to manage these two so we don't have issues at the end of the day. Good morning. Nice to have you on the show, ma'am.
Thank you, Princess. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
It's nice being here.
Yes, ma'am. So as a married woman, accountant as well, tell us when you hear when we say marriage and
money and yes.
money and marriages, what comes to your mind? Because this is where we have a lot of issues in marriages. When monies are not being properly managed, when people mistrust their partners when it comes to money issues. And of course, we live in a society when they say, if it's a man's money, it's our money. If it's a woman's money, it's my money.
Yeah.
Now, tell us something as an accountant and a married woman as well.
Thank you, Princess. This is an interesting topic. Actually, when we look at the statistics of marriage failure, I can tell you that the higher percentage, of course, has to do with finance. And this is as a result of kind of improper education of our youths and young people when they get into this marriage business, as some of them term it, even though it's a lifetime fun and relationship. The issue of finance in marriages is very sensitive. Prior to our generation per se, whenever you are going to get married, you hear your parents saying, "We trained you, your money is not for your husband, it's not for your family. We have sent you to school. Remember us, your money is for us and not your family." And some of these young people carry this mindset into their marriages. Your husband is not supposed to know what you have. If he knows now, he will not live up to his responsibility, all that and all that. Which personally, it's very wrong. Of course, I know money is a sensitive issue. But the best thing, and I used to advise, when people come together, in the process of courtship, there are a lot of things to discuss. A lot, because these two individuals are coming from different backgrounds, different educational background, different culture, different family values. So you have to sit down and discuss sensitive issues, and one of them is the issue of finance.
So at what point should couples start discussing about the issue of money, finance? Is it before the marriage or after the marriage, or when they are already settled in as couple? Because because this is something a lot of people shy away from.
Yeah. He said before the marriage.
Exactly. It is most advisable before the marriage. And when I say before the marriage is when you are courting, there are a lot of things. Let me look at on the woman's side, for example. There are a lot of things you have to look out for. During courtship, you look at the spending habits of your fiancé.
Okay.
Is he the type that will go out in coming back, see something that will be good, that you can use at home and bring it back? Is he the type that is ready to spend? Is he the type that will count his pennies to the last couple? Is he the type that has good idea that saving is important? You have to look at his financial background and his ideologies.
Okay.
Now, coming to the man again, you have to study this lady. Is she the kind of person that spends anyhow, that is not reasonable, that will not sit down with you and plan the future? Okay, our money, how are we going to do it and all that? These are the basics. Like, for example, if you are owing, maybe you are preparing for marriage, okay, we have to borrow, you have to open up. If you are going to take loan, anything that will involve both of you, you have to open up. And all these things happen during courtship and immediately before marriage. But in most cases, couples will not open up to themselves until they are now into the marriage. Problem will not start. Everyone wanted to marry. I borrowed 100,000 from so person. I went to that cooperative. So you start your marriage on paying debts. How do you do? Now, when you discuss these things and you know the financial culture and ideology of your partner, the next thing is we are coming together as one. How do we promote this marriage financially? I usually advise you have your personal accounts. Very, very important. Your personal accounts are so important that it gives you financial freedom. We don't want a situation whereby you be a slave or a prisoner, a financial slave in your marriage. Okay. We equally advise a joint account from the beginning. Not, okay, let's wait when we start having children. From the moment you say, I do, and put that ring on your finger, your lives are now going in the same direction. Okay. You have a joint account. And that joint account, nothing like love there. The moment you walk into that bank to open that account, the mandate should be both must sign before a dime is withdrawn. So what it does is that tomorrow you will not wake up and say, how did this money go? The money we have been saving. It just disappears. So any moment you pick the Bible to sign that check, both of you will sign, you know what you are spending.
Okay,
now, when it comes to contributing money to that account, it depends on your level of income. Okay. Fortunately or unfortunately, sometimes you find out the woman earns more than the man, or the man earns more. My advice is, according to your income, you bring in a certain percentage of your income into that joint account. And you table the rules or whatever that joint account will be for. Is it for investment? Is it for basic utilities? Is it for decide? It is for both of you. Now, what happens in that kind of situation is that you already know we are contributing this to our joint account, so we are prepared for the future. Is it rent? Is it the children's school fees eventually, or is it to buy a land and start building? It depends on the level of contribution. And with your own personal savings, you don't have to wake up in the morning. You want to buy, you want to go to the salon. Daddy, please give me money. And if he's in a bad mood, he refuses, that problem will come. So financial independence is very, very important in marriage. At the same time, a unified, plan of finance.
Okay. Now, well, you know, we live in a society where we say, you know, this cliche, this make believe that a man's money is for the man,
and the woman's money is our money.
Our money, and a woman's money is for
the woman. Yeah.
Now, and of course, we live in a society where that believe that it's the duty of the husband
to take care of the family,
take care, to maintain the wife, the children, the family. Now, a lot of people still have this mindset. Thereby, women now are withdrawing back, hiding, living in secrets. They don't. Their husband tend not to have access to their income, like you rightly said. There should be individual accounts and joint accounts. But a lot of women still tend to believe, and sometimes they believe also. I've seen a woman that says, I was having a talk with her, and she told me that no, we live in a world where men, my husband, do I know that these men that are carrying women up and down, I just go, and if I have a joint account tomorrow, I might just give my money to some
or marry to someone else,
side chick. So I'm saving my money for my children now. How do we change this mindset, ma'am?
The truth, even according to ancient times, is that it is the responsibility of the man to take care of his wife and his children. But modern day and things that happen have changed these things a lot.
Yeah.
And I used to tell women, quite unlike we women, we have a way to absorb shock and worry. Men, they do not have that kind of ability. If you don't handle your husband with care and you don't help him out, one day they will find out that they are bearing these responsibilities alone. Why am I saying that? These men carry a lot of burden. Yes, we know it is their responsibility. But I want to tell you, if I love a guy enough to leave my father, my mother, my relations, and all the baby relationships I've had in the past, I say, this one, no, is what I'm going to spend my life with, then there should be a part of me that will say, I want to preserve this man's life. I want to keep him. How do you do that? Sharing in all his worries, his burden, his pains, and everything. I do not advocate to leaving the whole responsibility to the man. If you are any more than your husband, why would your husband carry the whole responsibility? You say you are saving money. As a Christian, I don't know. I know many people are listening to this, even our Muslim brothers and sisters and Christians.
Yes. Yeah.
But I know, as but I know that if anything happens to that man, you will not throw away your children.
That is true.
Then you will live to carry these responsibilities. And I know again, they said, when you start planning for failure, of course, failure will come. Why would I be saving money and say, let me save money to take care of my children? That means you're already planning for this man to die, or you're already praying for your marriage to fail. So for me, it is wrong. It is very wrong to believe that every responsibility should be left for the man. If the man can carry the responsibility comfortably, fine.
Okay.
There are men that I know that don't even ask their wives, how much do you earn? Because they don't care.
True.
But there are men that we expect, I have this amount, I have to do this, I have to do this, and it will not be enough. He's struggling. You know he is struggling. Then why wouldn't you help if you have? Leave side chick matter. Thank God you use the word side. I used to say, thank God you call the woman side, not center. You are the center. She is the side.
Jesus.
You understand?
I love that.
Side, you are the center. So you have to pray. You have to pray and bring send that side away. You know, just like going for a 3-course meal and they say, this
hello?
Side dish. Why didn't they call it main course? You are the main course, the meal. You understand?
Yes.
So you are the main course of the meal. You are the main meal, not the side meal. So forget side chicks. They always exist in a temporal, time frame. Your priority is preserving your husband and making your home a peaceful one. So in any way a woman can help out financially in the home, it is usually advisable. And I want to tell you something.
Okay.
When these men in their quiet time no matter the number of side chick he has, in his quiet time when he's reasoning, the things that give him joy and peace, he will remember, my wife, when I don't have, she's always there to support me. But side chick is bring. One day, he'll be tired of giving. Or there'll be nothing left to give.
That is true.
Yeah, right, ma. Okay, ma, in a situation whereby a man, hello, ma. In a situation whereby a man overspends, he does not have control over the way he spends money, over his expenditure. So do you still advise for a joint account? Do you still think it's necessary to have a joint account?
The good thing about the joint account, like I said, is both must sign. He cannot withdraw a dime without your signature. You understand? I've had a situation of a couple that I cancelled. It was a terrible one. They had a joint account and that could sign was the mandate. And both of them were contributing. The woman was contributing more. And they had a huge sum of money. According to her, she saved over 30 million in that account.
Joint account.
You understand? Yes, a joint account.
It's trying.
And by the time they needed that money because she had to go to bed outside the country. It was a multiple pregnancy, and she was in her 40s.
Wow.
And they requested for bank statements from the bank. And they went to the bank eventually. After the man kept on saying later, after tomorrow, I'll bring tomorrow. When they got to the bank one day, what she saw, the statement was 200 and something thousand.
This is not fair. This is not fair. I will certainly have a heart attack if it's me.
I'm almost speechless right now.
Hours. Yes. She was. It was when the thing was unbearable. She couldn't eat. She was crying. The husband ran to call me. And when I got there, I said, wait, you will not die. It's money. But it's a terrible thing. I don't want to describe the feeling and what transpired. Both must sign. Both of you, when they bring that checkbook, if you don't want a dime to move from that account, do not sign. And before that time, the man will not even approach you frivolously, Before you sign, you know that it's something that has to do with the family of the family.
Yeah.
You understand? It's like you want to buy it. So another thing, if you know your husband is spendthrift, he spends anyhow, it is for you to devise a means to get more of that money. But one thing I advise you, when you get that money, what do you do? Some of us, when we are going to the market, for example, and our husband, maybe we need 20,000. And we say, hey, Daddy, we need 50,000 to go to the market. You ask, requesting for 50,000 because you know he has it. If he gives you 50,000 and you have 20, you need 20, that 30, please save it.
Sure.
It has happened. A man eventually lost his job and he didn't know what to do. It was the wife that went to the bank and withdrew a sum of money and said, darling, start something. He was shocked. How did you get this money? Say, I was saving it from all that money that used to give me. I know that you used to spend money, give. So anytime I request for money, sometimes I don't really need it. And they started a farm. And I want to tell you, the farm is a brand name today.
Wow.
So when it comes to financial education, the truth is that the woman should be wise.
Sure.
The woman should study the husband, his spending ability, his ideology. Then you match it. But when it comes to savings, the woman has to be tops because the children are there. Other responsibilities are there. So it is very important.
But also we have scenarios, cases where women also tend to squander more than the men. I've seen a situation where a lady, all she does is buy hair, buy jewelry.
Yes.
She wasn't saving. She squanders a lot. She will even tell the man, my car, change his car and all that. And at some point, the guy lost his job and it became so terrible. So what do we do in situations like this? Because they say the women are the home builders.
Yeah.
Yes. In that kind of situation, there are a lot of women that are like that. And I advise the men, when you have a woman that is like that, when you are making your financial plan, you will say, okay, I have 100,000 to spend. If you have 5 children, open 5 accounts. Open accounts for all the children. Today, I'm going to be saving this money, this amount in the account of all my children. Place her on an income. Don't even succumb to all her whims, because sometimes they use emotional blackmail. It is very wrong. It is very wrong to believe that if you want to do anything that is even unreasonable in this modern time, that the man is responsible to help you fix slashes, to fix even when you don't need it. Because you move around, you see your friends, they discuss, I bought this today, you go back home and mount pressure. Another thing that is very important that I want them to know, the friends you keep, the circle you move in is very important. Once you move in the wrong circle, especially for women, you will always do the wrong things. So in that kind of situation, if I were the man and if I'm going to advise the man, I will tell her, you see, I'll be giving you 20,000 every month. When you give her that 20,000, post it. If she likes, let her go and use it and buy, fix only nails. Let her be eating her nails. But you face the family, face the children, because most times too, it's the other way around. Like you said, the women are terrible. Terrible. In that kind of situation, the man has to protect his finances with everything he has, so that the future will be good, both for the whole family, for he himself, and for his children. They shouldn't succumb to all those whims, because it's wrong, it's not necessary.
Very well said, Ma. You said quite a lot, and it's so
yes, like I've learned
a lot today on the show, and I believe the viewers also have learned so much. Ma, so you're saying today the take home should be that as husband and wife, there should be no secrets. They can open a joint account, individual account as well.
Exactly.
We do really hope.
And the mandate in the joint account should be both
signature. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Let them not do it on sentiments. It's not a matter of mistrust. It's not a matter of we're having trust issues. It's a matter of being very realistic. Very realistic. That is the safest thing to do.
Wow, thank you so much, ma'am. We appreciate you so much, ma'am.
Thank you
for being on the show with us this morning. Viewers have been on the show with
Mrs. Ezuma
Chinwe. She is an accountant as well. You see that she has really knows a lot of things when it comes to money management. So now, viewers, you've seen it or you heard it too from Mama. Please guide your finances very well.
Guide this with all your heart.
This is not about mistrust, because sometimes the money it doesn't come easily.
Yes, you work for it.
And then you shouldn't spend and just anyhow you want it. Thank you so much for being on the show, man. We appreciate you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a beautiful Saturday. You're welcome, man.
Yeah.
Yes, viewers, we've been on the call with Mrs.
Chinwe Ezuma.
She's an accountant. Also, she's a marriage counselor. She has been she said quite a lot.
Yeah, she's been in marriage for a long time.
Yes, for decades as well.
Yes, these are people that have this total trust for their spouse. Like this one she said about a woman that kept like 13 million in the account.
On behalf of the
and you see reasons why people should not carry their money and put in that. I don't understand. Me,
and no matter at that point, the woman was even vulnerable. She needed to go out for a childbed and all.
She said she was telling them, "You will not die." There are people that will die. That will take everything or not die.
Even a pregnant woman. What do you?
It's not like even millions is still remaining in the account. It's hundreds.
200,000.
What are you people saying?
The man should be
If that one even has family and mistakenly the family get to hear this thing, that man needs to be arrested. He wants to commit murder. This is I want to kill somebody. It's too much. The thing is, that if you spend that kind of amount, that kind of millions you are hearing, then it should be on a very big investment that you see that this is where you put the money into. Because how you will get 1 million, 2 million, 10, 20 to 30 and not only 200,000? What did you use it for now?
That means he has.
Even if the side chick said that side chick can blow, that side chick can, she will even build us for that money. She will build our own house, our own empire. No, it's not funny.
We talk about on the show here. You see, viewers, we have a lot of issues bordering on marriages. We know that money is very important to life. In life, money is important as well as in marriages. But don't forget that money has become a major factor to divorce, to problems, crises we're seeing here and there in marriages. And just before we go, we know that our viewers, as she said, quite a lot take home to what you should do. We're going to leave you with some tips here, like I did said, when you're when you're planning that marriage, already you're in that marriage, or you intend to get married someday. Know that when it comes to money management in marriages, give yourselves a financial checkup. I didn't say that earlier. Make sure that you check yourself up. Know that okay, this is what we want. This is how we do.
Is it extravagant?
Yes.
Is it extravagant or is
yes. I want it's not that like I said about somebody that is very close to me. The man just goes out and see somebody buying, maybe goes to a shopping mall, a boutique, see somebody just picking. Look at this one. This is only that can pick that.
I know men love this bet Nigeria boutique. So can you carry your money around and play bets? And all this part of them is a problem.
Yes, and then please, many couple may put off talking about money before marriage, but that lack of knowledge can be pretty risky. Don't forget. So give yourself financial check. Don't say it's when we enter into marriage after having children we start talking about money management. No, past mistake can affect your future together. Get to know each other's financial situation, like how many credit cards you have for each other, how many is going out, how do you spend the money, including what kind of things you both indulge in. Know what your partner does. If you have a partner that he sleeps in the club, you already know that clubs come with money back.
Okay.
If you're buying one champagne on a norm outside for like 5K, in the club you should be holding 20K, 15.
Okay, I wanted to chip in something. Apart from the joint account stuff, you know that a lot of women suffer in marriage. So even although it happens to the men too, there are some men that, okay, let's say you have a joint account and you want to have a private account because maybe the person is extravagant and all that. There's some men that will insist that they know your PIN, your transfer PIN, your ATM PIN of that your private account. So in this situation, what do you do? Because at the end of the day, they want to be going there.
That is where also maturity comes in. Like she did mention, you wouldn't want to be financially, what's it called? Don't be a slave in marriage in the name of love.
So you must naturally give out.
Have a particular account, maybe just known to you, or maybe your next of kin. If your husband is still your next of kin, or maybe your son or anybody else, you get.
Yeah.
So sometimes tend to just have account, not because you are hiding things from your husband, but because you already know that this is the kind of mind I have.
Yeah.
And because I have this man that is so money conscious, or this woman that is so money conscious.
If he sees money, he wants to make sure the money finish before you rest. There are people like that.
They keep
Once it's finished, now you just rest.
Your card, or they have access to your bank details. They keep withdrawing without even knowing how the money goes in. They don't get to check
at all. And
how are you making this money, my wife? How are you making this money? And all that. So you tend to just hide some things from them, so that you have because
the purpose of the future.
Yes,
very important.
Of the future. Yes, and including what kind of things you both indulge in before you walk down the aisle. Getting a good grip about your partner's spending habits and financial picture will help you to decide on how to merge your money after you get married. Now, this is the financial check we'll talk about. Please, before you walk down the aisle, before you say I do, till death do us part, in love and in tears, or whatever.
In pain and in sorrow, in sickness and in health.
Please, I'm begging. Please know these things, so that when you know this, you have peace in that marriage.
Yeah.
And number 2 tips here I want to leave you with is understand your partner's debt. Get to know what your partner's debt look like before you combine your finances.
Okay.
If needed, you can work together to get the debt paid down. Until that happens, keep your finances separate. For example, try to avoid opening a joint account. Because adding your part, sometimes people who, like she did say, a lot of people borrow money to impress. You cannot go and borrow money when I'm not aware of. And later
we'll not pay together.
Yes, that's not paying. It doesn't work
because we are married.
Yes, because we're married. I don't even know why people borrow money for different reasons. If it's for a business, fine, then it's business. Then you too, you can pay from that business. Because if you tend to borrow money for a business, that means the business at some point will yield money, fruit, and you pay back. That is what you do. But if you just to borrow, to squander, to flex, to eat,
or they just maybe want to have our wedding and you borrow money for wedding, and at the end of the day, you pay your land on me to pay. Man, I just want to advise couple out there. I don't think it's necessary borrowing money for a wedding. Instead of borrowing money, you understand, to have one elaborate wedding, why not do something simple? Because at the end of the day, do something simple.
Take the picture and spread the picture.
Because I've seen people that they borrowed money to do to do an elaborate wedding in a big hotel that demanded them to pay millions. And after the wedding, even the mother-in-law, you understand, the thing was even on her to pay the money. It was too much. The man cannot pay, the lady cannot pay. They had to go and even meet the girl mother.
That is the
She was even borrowing.
One day we're going to that is going to make our discussion.
Please, they should just live within their means.
You live
not go past yourself
instead of trying to live within your budget. So
yes.
Before you go into that marriage, check your partner's debt level. People might be owing millions, owing thousands. You wouldn't know. They would marry in the name of joint account, and then they would not be offsetting the money from your account, from your hard-earned money. If somebody could marry to borrow to squander, that means tomorrow they will still borrow again.
How can you save? That's just, you won't be able to save now.
Yes,
you won't be able to.
Watch out for that. And then the third tip to want to leave you with this money is save the wedding and beyond. Save for the wedding and for beyond. Now, once you announce your engagement, open a savings account and that for your financial goals and future expenses. Generally speaking, many experts will recommend that at least 10% of your combined income go into the savings for each month. For each month. So if you're saving for a wedding, you might consider boosting that amount so that you can continue contributing to your normal savings while still planning, putting money away for the marriage, and of course for after the wedding. People just tend to say, okay, let's say for our wedding, it's about our wedding, and after the wedding, what happens? We live in a society where people want to do party and believe after the party, don't worry, people are going to spend us money, we're going to have money.
But let me ask you,
don't have money.
after your engagement, you are not married. Let me ask you this sincere. Will you be able to save money with your spouse already? Because me personally, I'm saying it, viewers, look at me. I want, it's not married, you're not married. It's just engagement.
What I'll do is I want to have a scale of preference. To buy. I know a lot of people, my close friend in school, way back in university, that was what she did. They did a marriage, I think they did 70-30. So what they did was to lay a scale of preference, the things they needed for the marriage. So the woman had to buy some, the man bought some. But
to open a joint account just in a relationship, I don't think it's advisable.
But those are already, the engagement is close to marriage, so that is like getting married. That is like already there. You're already seeing one leg in, one leg out.
Because this one, they're in a relationship, they open a joint account, then they get a great accident and died. So I'm asking myself, will this guy tell her people that her money is in that account?
It's up to him. If he's
really
in love with the girl, I believe he would do so. And then, so you continue contributing to your normal savings while you're putting money away for the big day. Even if you have help paying the wedding, even some people have helped you, family, friends pay the wedding, you will likely still want some money saved, perhaps for a honeymoon and after the marriage. I always tell people
prepare for after marriage.
Life, and that life is the biggest.
Sure.
Where now, for instance, I have married. For instance, you're not married. So it's easy for you to go and meet your dad. Popsy, man, let me have something. Call your brother.
Sure, it's easy.
And it's easy. Now, when you're married, you even
because you want to even say the name of your husband.
Yes, you want to cover your
that is dignity.
And that is why people tend to bear a lot in marriages.
Yes.
Whether the husband have food or anything, they just because they know that they can't go to their family or friends. People say, "What about your husband? What happened?"
That is where you face the reality after marriage.
Make sure you save. Prepare for after marriage while you're preparing for that wedding as well when we talk about finances and money.
Sure.
And number 4 tip says create a budget you both can live by. Don't live above your budget. These are the things we talk about, the fake life. Okay, my wedding is this is my budget. I once know somebody in this town, a guy, my friend's younger brother. Now he wanted to get married. The lady now said, no, my wedding must be in that. It said, I don't want to call the name, somewhere in Meitama. And this lady lives at, I don't know if it's Kubwa, and the man lives at Jabi. I was like, what's your field here? Let me, because I went there and I was asking, my friend had to call me. I went there, I was asking the brother, do you live in Meitama? No, your wife. Do you live in Meitama? So why are you people going to Meitama for what? Are you a minister's daughter? Or are you a governor's daughter? People just want to.
They tell you marriage is a lifetime sentence.
Do you know some days to that wedding because they ran into there was no way out. The man had to sell his car over car.
But why going through? Are you serious? Why going through that stress? Why going through that stress? That's what I'm saying. Whereby people that some people have money, but they prefer to do a simple wedding. They're not stupid doing that.
So he sold the car, and at the end of the day, that is a story for another day. But as I speak to you, that marriage
It's there somehow.
Viewers, anyway. I'll go on a quick break, and when we return, we have some other tips to tell you just before we wrap up the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619. Or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com, and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619. Or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Hello viewers, and welcome back from that break. Yes, this is romance and relationship, and today's topic is money
and finances in
marriages or relationship. Of course, we had financial experts on the show.
Yes, Mrs. Chinwe Ezuma.
The married woman, she's been married for decades. And I was just giving some tips before that break, how to better money habits. You know, you have to, if you have a bad habit about money spending, people just tend to spend money anyhow they like, and they feel like, I'll have the money, there's somebody giving me, no problem. No, be conscious, be prudent in spending. And the fourth one here is that I was just saying, don't live above your budget. Get all your bills and paperwork together and literally put everything on the table. Discuss the budget, discuss the things
and
you
come
want
to an agreement.
What are you buying? Is this thing even important at this point? Make a scale of preference.
Go for the important ones.
Yes, the important one. Know that this is what I need at this time, not what you just desire, what you just want to have now. No. Know that this thing is important, not to just me, but me and my partner and the family as well. Calculate just how much you owe each month, how much you combine income,
and how much comes in.
Yes, what you actually left after everything said and done have been done. sometimes you tend to say, okay, these are the things we're buying for this month, and after this expenditure, what is left? Because you must still have something left. Don't forget to factor it in any potential wedding or honeymoon expenses. Sometimes people even I know somebody then that said she wanted to go for Dubai for a honeymoon, and I looked at the guy and looked at what he was doing. God have mercy. I
advise them now.
I said what I had. You know me now. I just said and I left, because let it not be as if you're not married, you're trying to discourage somebody that
people always read meanings to it.
So me, I just had to just leave there. And the fifth one here, we have decide who manage what. Yes, who manages what. When it comes to handling your finances, it is good to deal. It's a good deal that each of you plays a part. For example, one person might take on a day-to-day bills. The other tackles long-term investments. Now that this brings me to my parents. I will always ask my mom when I was growing up. Probably that's why I'm very money
conscious.
I don't know. I'm conscious when I don't spend money anyhow. So I tend to see my mom. Then she'll buy this. Maybe she'll go to the market when she's coming in the evening. Then now when you used to see bushmeat, the
yes,
she'll come with it. They'll be killing. My mom, I bought this thing for this amount. People should not
don't misuse it.
Don't come out. If you like, destroy. If you like, do this. My mommy, why do you say I bought this thing? As a child, I don't forget that day. I asked my mom, you buy. Where's my daddy? Why is he not the one buying? My mother laughed and she called me. We entered the room and she told me that, do you see this house? Your dad bought it. Do you see this place? Your dad. So you see this my business? Your dad gave me the money for the business. This business you see today is growing. Everybody wants to associate with. This is the making of your dad. Now, when we talk about, it's my duty as a wife to make sure I take care of the little things here and there, while your father buy the bigger ones.
Wow.
So I don't necessarily need to come and start shouting. Don't break that this happen for your father. I'm more concerned about the ones I know you people can destroy or misuse. So she told me, I was very little then, but it was a long discussion. She did mention how my father opened the empire, the business for her, and how my father is investing in long-term, like what we just read here now, long-term investment, while my mother runs the day-to-day biz, the day-to-day activity. So sometimes these things like this really do help.
Understanding also matters.
Yes. Understanding also matters. Then after that, we have another thing to say. After the big day, maybe after your wedding, after the child Thanksgiving celebration, after anything, there are numbers of different ways you can manage money in marriages. So weigh your option and figure out which method works better for the both of you.
Yeah.
You might consider opening a joint account, linking your individual's account together, or continue with separate accounts but still have a joint account. It's a personal decision. So consider the option that will work and decide which one that will suit your lifestyle. Then we'll go to the seventh one that says update your financials. That is beneficiaries. Once you are married, you can name your spouse as beneficiary or the person who receives money and benefits if something were to happen to you. This applies to things like a lifetime insurance, other things. So sometimes update your beneficiaries. Once you're married, okay, like the guest this said, you want to leave everybody in this world and go and join with somebody. Sometimes the trust issue also tend to trust this person because you love them, that you're leaving your parents, your family, the world to just be with them. So update your beneficiaries. Number 8, we have change your withholdings. Married couple can decide to fix taxes either jointly or separately. So talk to your spouse and your tax professionals about which is right for your situation. Then grab anyone that will be possible to do the payroll withholding. You may need to adjust them, need to help just to figure out which one is best. Then number 9 here we have a financial date night. I love this one. It's always appealing to my ears.
Okay.
And then talking about money. should be a healthy, ongoing conversation. Yes, people just feel, okay, we'll talk about money once in a while. Like this lady, she said now that the husband spends over 30. No, what am I saying?
That one,
As far as I'm concerned, that money
is 30 million. That's not about 200,000.
200,000.
It has nothing to do with it now. For someone that has saved up to 30 million,
Yes.
what is 200,000?
And
that one,
surprised how many years it took her to save this money.
But doesn't mean that joint account you will not be receiving a lot.
No, that's because they only have one signature, just one signature.
You see.
So any one of them, like for instance, I have with my mom, I can either sign or my mom can sign. Do you understand?
Okay, not more than the both of you.
Yes, not more than the both of us must sign.
So I think the best is the both of them having.
That was what she said, the financial expert. That was what she said. And so she in fact, I learned so much from our guest today. Now, talking about your money should be a healthy, ongoing conversation. There is no reason to wait for some time or things to go wrong. So set some day aside every month to delegate additional money-related tasks. Talk about figure financial decision and see the progress you have made together towards accomplishing the goal within the past months. Now, if we talk about money today, maybe in the next 2 months we'll go on a date. It's just to talk about our finances. You tend to know what's going on.
Yes.
And like this lady now, if she had followed a step like this, I don't think she'd be.
Yes, she will not be making on her way like that.
Husbands for so much. She just had to leave it. My money is there, it's cooling off. My husband is even adding his own to it. We have money. We are millionaires. At the end of the day, that is a story for another day. And then we also have the last one here that say, tell your bank if you change your name. If you are thinking of changing your name when you get married, be aware that the process verifies by state. Don't forget that you will need to change it and all your banking and investment accounts as well. Call or visit your bank or look at the website or anything you need to do about the process. Normally when people marry, when they are married, they tend to like change names. It's peculiar. Yeah. The reason why a lot of girls marry here in Nigeria, I have a friend like that, is just to change the name. They are happy. Yes, now they are happy that, okay, I'm getting married, I'm changing my name. But please, while you are that, make sure that
it is not just about the name.
It is not just about the name, but also be guided about the money you have inside. So these are some of the ways to better money habits, to manage your money in marriages, and of course to work together, build, accomplish that goal as a couple, as married people, and as a family. That would be a good place to wrap up the show today. And please, you that is out there trying to squander money that is not yours, money that you know somebody works so hard.
You have conscience.
Please.
Just have conscience. Please. Very important.
That will make somebody open a joint account with you without saying, okay, we must we should have a joint signatory account. They just either of us can sign. That means they really trust you so much. Please don't misuse that trust. Don't break that trust. When it comes to money, be prudent in spending. It will help your marriage.
Very, very important.
And women, don't live above your budget.
Yes.
You know, my friend is doing. Okay, I have before I go, I have this guy that is vying for divorce now, just after 2 years, just because their first child, the only child they have I think that she was just clocking a year, and the lady insisted that she must go to her friend's house to do the photo shoot. And their house was pretty okay as far as I'm concerned.
But why would somebody think like that?
I said, the friend, they have this royal golden chair. The husband is an oil worker. They have is like a minister's house, so it's there. I'm going. I'm posting the pictures. That's why I'm the man. I said, but people already know my house. I used to post my house.
Yeah, so why living a fake life?
That person's house.
Yes.
I will not still post that picture. Does it make sense? And the man had to stop the woman. The man went to work, and before he returned that day, the pictures were already. Everything was done and it was displaying on social media.
So she disobeyed now.
And the man, as I'm talking to you, the divorce process is even off. That is a story for the past, a story for another day as well. So sometimes these things like this could get to the men.
So what if she never had such friends? Won't she use her own house?
These are the women tend to live within your budget. Don't see because somebody carry bone straight or long hair, you want to carry bone straight when you don't know how they've been saving, how much they've
saved. You don't even know how they've worked so hard for their money.
Or somebody gave them this hair or something, or maybe you see somebody with a car, you see somebody with this clothes, oh, I'm going to buy. No, please live within your budget. Help your
And it will help
in the
you.
future.
Yeah.
If not, both of you are going to suffer, and you're going to suffer as
Sure,
well.
you
And
will.
sometimes women too, not because you have access to your husband's account or
And you just
have
squander
access
it
to
anyhow.
you just carry card and keep no, please be prudent in spending. You can't spend money that is not yours as if though it's yours. Now, money that you spend and you don't add to, we just finish in no bill.
Yes, because
you,
income is not coming. You're only spending.
and that, you know, money has a very bad spirit too.
They're spending is sweet.
So quickly.
It's so sweet to spend.
We leave you today with the words that please, money.
Be contented. Honestly, contentment comes in.
Money is good for life. It's good for marriages. Money also could be a major factor for issues in marriages. So
Sure.
with this, be prudent in spending. Whatever you do, don't just say I am. Well, you know, in marriages, it's no longer you but
us. I love that.
please, when you're thinking of spending anyhow, think about us, not just me. That's a good place to wrap up the show. Mary, thank you so much for being with me today on the show. It's been a fun show today. I really loved this topic. And
very educating.
Yes, it's educative. And then before we go, don't forget our Nigerian Week London that is fast approaching. All you have to do is go to evabright.com and get your tickets, get your stand.
Go get your tickets.
Part of that event. We have a lot of ministries, agencies, superstars talking about filmmakers, musicians, fashion icons, and individuals partnering with us already. So be part of that event. And just before we go, don't forget to hit on the notification bell.
Follow us on our social media page. We have a lot of educative insights to give to you.
Yes, leave us with your comments. We'd love to hear
from you
as well. And while you're out there, stay safe. Be at alert. Know that no matter the voice subsidy, the issues here and there,
everything is still good. Yeah.
Don't forget. Peace.
It's priceless.
So let's give peace a chance. Yours truly, Princess KESSY.
And I'm MARYVAL Easy.
See you next week.
Bye.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jet Play, and many more.